Bonjour, je m'appelle Mr. Worldwide. I haven't touched this account in quite a while. Alright, but first things first, where do we need to go? Oh, we need to ascend. Yeah, I'm not gonna talk a whole lot about farming here for obvious reasons, but welcome back! If you haven't seen the previous languages, then don't worry, you don't need any context or backstory. This video should make complete sense without them. But do go watch them afterwards because they're pretty cool. Today, we're gonna try and beat the entirety of Fontaine's Archon quests in only French. Here's a little reminder of the rules. But enough yap from me, let's just start off with Act 1. Rendezvous au port maritime de Fontaine. Just for clarification, I don't know any French. I don't know what this is. The C with a little dash under it, but I'm guessing it's not pronounced like a regular C. Maybe it's like a ch, like conventions. I'm seeing a lot of like apostrophe stuff as well. I don't know what they mean. Bonjour. We just arrived in Fontaine. We had 2 voyagers who just arrived in Fontaine. Something about a discussion of anime. Tribunal de Justice de Fontaine s'appelle l'Opéra Épiclèse. Je suis Paimon. Okay, so there's a different way to say I am, basically. Je suis. Je suis. French. Blech. Not as bad as English, let's be real. Actually, the one thing I've noticed already is that they say the object first, or like the noun first, before the descriptor. In English, you'd say the Hydro Archon, or the Blue Archon, but here it's Archon Hydro. I've seen it a couple times already, but I'm just really noticing it now. Nation de l'element Hydro. Not the Hydro nation, it's the nation of the element of Hydro or something. It's reverse compared to English. Oh, okay, so the C with the squiggle is more like a S. Posala. There's a space between punctuation, or some punctuation, like the exclamation marks and the question marks have a space before it. Alright, we need to get Hydro. So we're gonna go to the Statue of the Seven. So now is a great opportunity to talk about what our party has to offer. Yeah, that's it. Hydro Traveler is pretty bad, and Lynette is stuck at level 40, and also pretty bad. I don't need to talk about Mr. Worldwide's kit here, but it actually does have its uses, which you'll see in the few combat sections Fontaine has to offer a bit later in the video. I'd much rather keep Dendro Traveler because I'm pretty sure it just does more damage in general, but for Lynette's sake, we'll use an element that she can react with. Alright Lenny, for the next magic trick you're gonna have to figure out which one is real. Lenny et Lynette. Okay, so et is and. Why is there a fish on my map? Oh wait, is that Lynette's talent? I can't f***ing tell because it's in French, but there is a fish here, so I'm guessing it is. I don't know about you all, but I don't really get French people when they get mad at people not pronouncing their words correctly. If an American goes up to like a bakery and wants to order a pastry, they're like, can I have 1 croissant? If I say it, I'm gonna be like, can I have a croissant? French people will be like, no, it's croissant. I can't say it right because I don't have that French accent, you know? But they'll get mad at you for not saying it correctly. Like, they have the exact same problem when they pronounce English words. Like, they don't pronounce it in, like, a non-French accent. Whereas, like, other people from other languages, if you speak Japanese to a person, they'll be like, oh, Nihongo jozu. Even in English, like, an American will be like, wow, your English is so good. Where'd you learn it from? Also, this is kind of pissing me off, but this is not in the center. Hello? Anyways, going back to my French rant, I haven't heard anyone get complimented for trying to speak French. I know there's a few of you from France watching this right now, or just those that speak French. I'm pretty sure there's other regions that speak French, like I know Canada does, I know parts of Africa do. I mean, like, come on, at least we're trying, right? We're not saying like croissant. Paimon, sit down, you're so rude. Why are you like a good 2 meters above the rest of the audience? I know apparently French people count weird. This would be like 320, 22019, 22018. Is there a reason behind the 20? Or is it because the things used to be grouped in 20s in the old times and they just haven't changed it? Oh, I just realized something as well. There are 2 words for spectator. So there's spectatrice, which was the lady, and then spectateur, which was the dude. So I'm pretty sure French is like they have a different word for like the masculine and the feminine. I bet it's gonna screw me up a bit because I'm gonna see a word and then it's gonna be a very similar word later and I'm not gonna be confused. Yeah, le voyageur. The le could be different if I was playing as Lumine. Maybe? Am I right? Let me know if I'm right. Okay, so I'm seeing the other one is probably la. So la is probably the feminine version and le is probably the masculine version. I might be completely wrong here, but isn't Navia like not entirely French? I'm pretty sure Spina di Rosula is like an Italian thing, right? Oh, that's the other country, Vietnam. Or they have French, right? They have French influence. All I'm gonna say is, sorry French people, the Vietnamese do your baguettes better. Banh mi's are so delicious. I could go for like a nice plain baguette most of the time, especially from an authentic French bakery. You can never say no to a banh mi. Do we have any Vietnamese viewers here? I'm pretty sure most of them speak Vietnamese, but I don't know if there's still any French left in the region. I'm guessing not. There'll probably be just the architecture or even the food. Maybe I should go get a banh mi tomorrow. French bakeries are low-key goated. The one thing that I'll say is very, very overrated though, is macarons. Way too expensive for what they should be. I've been to France once, a long time ago. We went to like the signature macaron store, like the famous one. We had one and it just tasted like every other macaron. I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't that good. I'm sorry. What I did enjoy in France was they had very good other food. French onion soup was good. There was like a restaurant near our hotel that did duck really nice. On the side, there was like some duck pate. I think there was like an orange sauce or something. Also snails. Low-key, I like snails. Honestly, the only thing that's weird about it is the texture. They just overload it with garlic. So it's not even that bad. Speaking of macarons, are we cooking them now? Yeah, we're cooking macarons. I don't really remember that much else about my France trip, except for it being extremely rainy and wet and cold and not fun. We did go to see sites like the Arc de Triomphe, Notre Dame, the Eiffel Tower, but I didn't go up the Eiffel Tower. We went to the Louvre as well, but it was so massive. I remember they had the guides on the 3DSs. That was pretty cool. Also, I'm seeing the accord a lot. Does that just mean like yes or something? Or like okay? I feel like French as a language is probably the easiest or second easiest out of all the languages I've done to pick up, because English has some French words, because English is a really f***ed up language. It's a bit easier to understand the sentence structure once you know what a few words are. Like Linny and Lynette. Something about a tribunus, which is probably to do with the trial. So like, you can still pick up some things here. I need to stop talking, because this is only Act 1. I'm not going to have stuff to talk about later. This is what I'm dreading, because I cannot read. Linny is entre dans le tunnel. Linny enters the tunnel. Linny attacks Halsey. Linny assaults Cow. Accident. My audio kinda sucks here, so voiceover me is back. I've done this quest so many times now that I kinda already know what answers go with what prompts, and it's not because I've gone out of my way to learn them or anything, it's just that I've done this so many times, but it only applies to this puzzle because the other ones I still kinda struggle with. You'll see in a bit. They're all clapping except for the front row. What is going on here? Oh, why does it look so glitchy? This guy looks haunted. They all look haunted. Oh. Oh. This one? That doesn't sound right. Okay, let's try to read what this says. What proves that Linny was not in the tunnel? Linny tunnel. Alright, access. No one left the opera, so it has to be this one. Yeah, let's go. Oh, hell no. How can we see that Linny was unable to interfere with the crime? Is it this one? Linny was not in the tunnel? Proves that there was an altercation in the tunnel. The clothes? Who's the principal suspect? Cal? Something about Halsey? I know you can't get this one right. Oh shit, this one's wrong. Altercation in the tunnel. Oh, this one. This is the sound. Aventurine? You're not joining my world. What the hell? You're not French. Are you French? I don't think you're French. I'm guessing La Mer is the ocean. I've heard La Mer before from somewhere. I don't know where. Maybe the Mr. Bean movie. Or object to control the dissolution. This thing. To utilize something to dissolve Halsey. This? Utilize mechanism for the crime. So this is the box. The box on the public side, so this is it. Yes! Discord! French people, when they find out there's rats in their sewers. Collaborateur? What do we call ourselves in English? Partner? Oh, what a feast. What do we have here? This looks like garlic bread. This is a steak, I guess. It's a duck leg, probably, with potatoes. That's just straight up fish and chips. Alright, speaking of food, where are we putting it on the ratings that we already have? Because I have to do this every single time. So what do we have already? We've got Turkish in 1. I think I put Japanese in 2, and then Chinese in 3, and then German in 4. I think, I'm sorry, but this is just my personal taste. I think French is above German. Like, I don't think it's a bad cuisine. I think there's a lot of good stuff in French food. I just prefer the other cuisines a bit more. And maybe it's just because I haven't been exposed to a lot of French and German food. Actually, the one thing that I just realized is they were talking about Fonta a bit earlier. I'm guessing it's because in France there's a lot of Orangina. There was Orangina everywhere. And it was really good when I had it, at least. It's been a while, so I don't really remember what it tastes like. Oh no, the French have figured out how to use Grok AI. Le danger. The smell. The sights. The wildlife. This reminds me of the French metro. Zidane? I don't know. She's my favorite Melusine though. I really like her French accent in English.
네, 그럼 가보세요. 느비에트님은 안에 계세요.
He kind of has the same tone in Korean, I'm not gonna lie. I haven't really talked about the Korean dub because it's kind of been French only, but as you all know, I've been doing non-English for the voiceover so that I don't know what's going on. Fontaine onwards, I think I'm going to be using Korean because I used Chinese for Mondstadt and Luya, and I used Japanese for Inazuma and Sumeru, so we'll keep it in Korean for now. I think I know Korean the least out of the 4 languages, out of Chinese, Japanese, and Korean, but there are words that I'm picking up. French plus Korean, not a great combo for me. I'm going to Korea in the future at some point. I've never been before, so it's gonna be fun. If anyone has any suggestions of what to do or what to see, please let me know. I kind of already have a pretty good selection of stuff to do, but if there's anything I've missed, I will always appreciate it. What is Fontainos? Fontenoir? It's capitalized, so I'm guessing it's related to Fontaine rather than it's like a fountain. I don't know. It's something to do with Fontaine. I just realized Nouvellet's tie bow things. These are like scales. I just realized. Le Président de la Confrière de Cabrières. I'm one of those people who can't roll their R's. I'm pretty sure you don't roll your R's in French, but still. I'm sure you all know about Hydro Traveler already. The skill makes you a literal training dummy. The only good thing about our skill is it gives us a more sustain if we hold it down for long enough. Lynette is unironically more useful at level 40. Her summon taunts enemies and also swirls quite often, even though it's not that much damage. Actually, I'm wrong here. Hydro Traveler's arc alignment is the opposite of every single enemy in this domain, so we can actually just stun them and dial them down a bit as well. But I'm pretty sure you're not here to see like a bunch of minutes of Hydro Traveler combat, so I'll leave it there for now. Let's just hop into the next act. These acts are just so fucking boring. These 2 acts take 2 hours, but because I'm actually reading the text and seeing if I can point out anything, it's gonna be more like 3. If anything, the Fortress of Meropide is run by a guy with an English name, so like, is it really French? Can I change it to English for 2 acts, please? This is like pain. This is just torture. This is just pure torture. I think this needs to be said. I think there's enough time that has passed by now. But Fontaine is actually probably the weakest region in terms of story out of everything post Inazuma. Sumeru is still better than Fontaine. I feel like it's just praised because the stakes in Act 5 overall is a lot less consistent compared to Sumeru. Sumeru Act 3 and 4 felt like there was actually something to do with the story. Fontaine Act 3 and 4 felt like it could be put into a 20-minute quest. This is the only thing that I'm worried about. I think it looks okay. This one is, what's the program for today? Why are there 2 apostrophes in one word? What the hell? Go to the production zone, use coupons to do something. And creation arena. I'm guessing this one's investigate? Yeah, okay, we did it right. If it's possible, can we apply for 3 Troy? We're not saying like croissant? This is trois, right? What the f? The quest is called Apocalypse. Hello? What's the English version of this? Imminence de l'Apocalypse. It's called Cataclysm's Quickening. Oh, I guess that makes sense, but this sounds so much more dramatic. Where is this? Okay, so, it's not this layer. Oh yeah, contact Linny in the zone of production. I did not read that. I should have probably read that first. I think I may be trolling. Alright. I have no f***ing idea what this is. Okay, I do know this is to do with Siege Queen. So this one, and Siege Queen, the book about Siege Queen. But I don't know which one is which. I'll click this one. Circumstances. So what circumstances does the strange meet appear? This one. Strange. I guess I choose this one. Holy moly. I'm just too good. Deduction correct. That's what I thought. Alright, this one is the Fonta one. So it's this one, and this one. Something about the strange color. The Fonta Corp new product, I'm guessing is this. The color, why is the color like that? I don't know. This one is to do with coupons, so it's not that one. Oh wait, no, the first one is probably to do with why does the strange color fluid appear? So it's this one. And then maybe this one. 2 combatants, so this is betting on both sides. It has to be this one. I'm a genius! I'm a genius! You saw it here first. Got them both first try. Do they still call Arlecchino father in French? Because I know it's a very masculine, feminine language, right? I might need to pay attention to when I see... Oh, Pere. Is that it? Alright, apocalypse over. We're good. Village de Poisson. Is Poisson considered a village in French, or is it just a term used to describe the area? Because this does not look like a village, I'm not gonna lie. Edit me here again. I'm not going to talk about the fight here either, because that's not what you're all here for. It was pretty uneventful anyways. If you want to see me really struggle, go watch, I don't know, Ian-san only or something. We did beat it in one try here, but it just took way too long. 12.5 minutes. Well, that's all from me. I don't know if I can condense this fight into like half a minute, but we'll see. Anyways, back to the video. Actually, just as a little segue before we get into the big leagues fights, I've heard that other parts of France are really nice, not Paris. I've only been to Paris, so it doesn't really help. They're not as popular touristy places. I kind of want to do like some sort of road trip around Eastern Europe at some point. That sounds kind of fun. Kind of already been around that area though. Like I said in my German video, I do want to go see like Germany, Austria, or even further up north, like Sweden, Norway, Denmark, Finland, that kind of area. What the hell is soup here? You like soup? Nouvelette? Water soup? Ice cube soup? Farina, long temps, something about human. This thing, I think. Bruce Farina is not the master or the feminine master, I don't know, matrix. Tartaglia's conviction. What can prove that Farina's human? This thing, the dissolving people. Alright, this one is... I'm forgetting the prophecy in English, I'm not gonna lie. This one is turning oceanids into people, so it has to be you. This one is Celestia punishing the Hydro Archon. So that is... No, it's not Navia. Navia's okay, Navia's the third one. Navia's falling down. Hydro Archon weeps on her throne. Has to be this one getting the death penalty. Oh no. Oh no, the second one is death penalty. And weeping on her throne is this. No, it's Nouvelette. This one's always the fourth one, is the f***ing whale. I don't need French for this. What the hell? How am I supposed to get those source water droplets? Hello? Our execution has arrived. I don't know what that says. Even though I'm facing death, I'm not afraid. Something about divine... Something that divine people and humans have in common. Hehe. If you've seen a challenge run from me before, you'd know that this whale fight is an absolute joke. So let's just fast forward a bit to right about here. 519 health. Amazing. Let's go kill him right now. I'm gonna leave it there for now. Hold your horses. We're not quite done here yet. We've still got a bedtime story to get through. Now this Archon quest doesn't take place in Fontaine like the rest of Act 4, we have to go back to the land of Dendro, so that means we're going back to playing in Turkish and changing back to our Sumeru team. I kind of forgot everything though, because it was a long time ago since I did Turkish only. I remember a few things like Merhaba. Actually, speaking about languages, the next language I am still a bit confused about, because it could be one of two things. It can be Spanish or it could be Portuguese. Unfortunately, there's no African languages in the list of languages, as far as I remember. So I know Spanish is spoken primarily in a lot of those countries, but Portuguese is also spoken in quite a few of those countries as well. So I'm not entirely sure which one I should do. YouTube has one of those poll things, right? I might do a poll. If I figure out how they work, then I'm gonna go include it in. I'm going to have a poll right around now. You can choose which one you want. Otherwise, comment down below which one you prefer. The thing is, I'm probably going to do both languages anyways because nod-krai is after Natlan. I mean, there's no like Northern European languages. I want to save Russian for Shniznaya. The other thing is, before nod-krai, there's like a bunch of other story quests in a bunch of the different regions. You've got to do the prelude, which is in Natlan, and then you've got to do Kazuha's quest, and then Raiden's quest, and also Albedo's quest, so that's Inazuma and Mondstadt. And then you've got to do Inversion of Genesis, which is in Sumeru, and then Paralogism, which is in Mondstadt again. And then you can go to nod-krai. So there's a lot of moving around. I might make that a separate video as well. Okay, here we go. A bit more stressful than it should have been. I usually don't take that much damage during herald fights, but whatever. Well, I don't recognize any of these words. Well, okay, well this one's obvious. It's f***ing Atosa. Ether finally meets Lumine, but they're speaking Turkish. Actually, what language would they speak? What is their native language? I'd assume it's the exact same language as everyone else in Tibet. One single language. Ukyu Masale. And that's gonna be it for French Fontaine. I really don't have an outro planned or anything. Thanks for watching, I guess. If you want to see the next video, which will be Natlan, make sure you do subscribe. I also have some other solo challenges on my channel that are pretty fun and interesting. If you want to see feet, also subscribe. Make sure you like the video. I'm gonna go before this Aranara in the background decides to do something to me. I'm gonna go back to playing Petite Planet. I don't really have anything else to say, so that's gonna be it. Thank you all so much for watching again, and I'll see you in the next one.